how you saw about this travel?
How we decided to come to this.
Not decided, but the information that
his friend told about the event.
Yeah, there is one person, Joona. I have been in several places with Joona. We have driven around Finland, many places, and then I have traveled to Greece with him, to Skiathos Island in Greece, and then I have been to Japan last year with him.
He was like, does Matthias want to take part?
Then he was like saying that maybe you could come and film the whole race, because there's not much material in English. There's only in Czech or maybe Polish, because it's an event where mostly just Polish or Czech people go to. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I will ask some of my friends if they want to come. And then I was like, who do I know who would be like a mechanic and also like to maybe go on a car trip, and that I would also feel like I actually want to spend time with. And
spend 2 weeks in a box.
Yeah, I thought, hey, this might be our next hobby together, because we used to do gaming, but nowadays we don't really do it. So I asked him, maybe, when was it? December or January? Mm-hmm. I asked him like, hey, there is this event in Czech Republic and it goes to Poland, Lithuania and Latvia. Do you want to come? And he was like, fuck yeah. And then next day he sends me many adverts of used cars online. And he's like, hey, there's this car and this car and this car. And I'm like, I don't know fucking anything about cars. So,
he knows that he wants the air conditioning in
well,
the car.
now I know something about cars. But
yeah, you have learned. Yeah, so I have quite a huge responsibility since I basically built the car for the race.
You also selected the car mainly.
Yeah. I selected the car and I built the car.
But he selected the Volvo because he's a Volvo mechanic.
So yeah, when I had to take a transmission off the car, there was a special lift in our workshop for said transmission. So it was a lot easier thanks to that.
What was the number? Tachometer?
650,000?
663,000.
That's okay.
It's a black cover D5. It's a Volvo kart engine. That engine will go to 1,000,000 kilometers, but the transmission usually gives in before that and some other parts. And the transmission is worst of the Volvos. Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was in sauna with Matthias and he told that he was going on this trip and there would be a room for me if I want to also go, and also split the costs so they don't have to pay as much.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I can go. Yeah, sounds interesting.
Yeah,
so that's how I'm here.
How much time do you think that you used, like, kind of generally speaking, on the car in total, fixing it?
On the car in total?
Yeah, like, what did you actually do to this fucking car? Like, from all of the repairs?
I have the list here because I forgot probably most of them. I changed the engine oil and oil filter, the fuel filter, the cabin air filter, the engine air filter. I replaced the oil cooler because it was leaking oil into the cooling system. I replaced the front and rear springs. I installed the radio. I installed the roof rack with all the additional stuff. I replaced the left CV axle. I fixed the windows. I replaced the blower motor. I changed I got the tires. We replaced the windshield. We replaced the front shock absorbers, or I did. Replaced the steering rack with a used one from my fucking daily driver. So yeah, that was nice. There was still something else. Yeah, I serviced the AC system. I built the exhaust without the rear muffler. It's shit, but it stays on somewhat maybe. I set up the auxiliary lights. I replaced the windshield wipers and the arm for the left one, which I broke. I changed the transmission oils. Hopefully there's somewhat right amount of oil in the transmission because it's somewhat critical to have the right amount. I replaced the timing belt with the roller and tensioner. I replaced the auxiliary belt and the tensioner. And last but not least, I took the fucking gearbox and flex plate off in order to change the fucking €1 plastic plug that's to put on the side of the engine block,
Which was the wrong
which
one.
goes straight into the fucking crankcase for some reason. There's a plastic plug there that comes off, and then all the engine oil comes off when that plug comes off. I mean, Volvos are sometimes good cars, but that was like, what the fuck, man? Why would you do that? It doesn't even act as a fuse for the actual seals, so that it goes before the seal goes bad. Because, like, the fuse is easy to replace. For that, you have to remove the flex plate, and before that, you have to remove the fucking transmission, and before that, you need to remove some other things, like the vacuum pump EGR cooler. You need to drop the subframe like 45 degrees from the other end, so that you can get the transmission out from the wheel arch. So yeah, that was fun. Didn't take time at all.
That's it. Only that much.
Only, yeah, well, there wasn't much to do, basically. Very good car overall, good for the money. There are things still that can go wrong. For example, the heater core. If it breaks or like a seal breaks, we will have all the coolant in the system inside the cabin, which is not ideal.
Nice.
It's an old piece of shit. Basically, anything that can go wrong, or anything that moves can go wrong, and even some parts that don't move can go wrong.